Happy, 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 happy Wednesday, shall I say? Another beautiful day today. Can you imagine? I had to go and bring this out today. I think the temperature dropped a little bit to like about 40 or 41 degrees, so I had to bring out all this today. And, just to kind of just keep warm this morning. So I'm out here this morning as usual on this beautiful day. The day. Let me switch the cameras. This is not about me. That's why I just show my face just a little bit, just to kind of notice. So yeah, the flowers are here, and everything is still kind of looking, beautiful. I'm actually going on the incline. So yeah, I started today about, what time did I get off? I think it's about 1 o'clock or something like that, because I have that ritual that I do. First thing I do is when I get out and hear the alarm is laugh. I read about it, some book by the, laughing monks. I mean, just look at the power of nature and how they all stood in the same spot and they all have enough space without fighting. The moon is still out, actually. Let me see if I can point it out. Yeah, it's cutting into half, but it's still out there. So getting on this incline right here. Beautiful one too. I'm actually on this incline, so yeah, moon is still out. And what did I do this morning? I got up as usual, drink my water, maybe like 4 cups of hot. I put lemon in my water, so, and while I was stretching, it literally takes me half an hour just to stretch my body while I drink the water and brush my teeth. Just that half an hour alone is the gratitude moment. I'm stretching. Then the yoga. I think this morning I managed to do about 200 something push-ups during the yoga session, then meditate, and I was out. And yoga, man, amazing. Because the human body is God. Because there's a lot of things that our body does unconsciously that we don't even realize. I begin to realize that because now the more I do the stretching and me trying to open up my chakras, and it's funny when they talk about things like this, it just looks like, man, whatever. But I can literally, I know what position where my back is. And when they talk about the coiled serpent, our spine is like a snake. It has so much energy in it. But because we never awoke it, it literally goes to sleep on us. It is amazing when these things have been talked about. Or you read them in the book and never practice. It's just, it looks like a fluke, but I am amazed. I am amazed. And especially with the whole, because when people do a lot of running, we use it to release stress, and we think that's what it is, but it's a lot deeper than that. It's a very powerful move, because for the body, for your feet to move forward like that, for a long time, your brain has to be speaking to that feet, and it requires a lot of focus. And that's why I say a lot of people running a marathon is a struggle once they get to that mile 18. The physical body wants to, but the mind is not being trained. And it's just amazing, and to train the mind, education tried, that's why we go to school and do all those things. But to actually train the mind, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, unique. It is the most amazing thing that I've ever done in life. And it just requires a lot of reading. So for me, the last 15 years, I choose sanity, self-realization over a career and money. Because I was born in England. My parents are West Africans. And from the time we were little, from the time I was being raised, I was absolutely trained how to speak the proper English. That's the only way to be. And everything there was pretty much the whole thing behind the Islamic and the Christian traditions. And they're both beautiful religions, but when it's at the wrong hands, it come out violent, and it also come out manipulative. Yeah, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people will have yet to understand, because they're both beautiful religions, but when it's at the wrong hand, it come out violent and manipulative. And I can say this because lately I've been wearing my beads when I come out and run, and like I'm wearing it right now, and I realized that just like any tradition or religion, everyone has a symbol, to what they practice. So in my grandparents' culture, this is what they do. But for a long time, I would never wear a thing like this. I do not even want to be associated with it. I was very ashamed of it, because I was told it was bad, it was mean, And even though the time that I had with the primitive people was the best days of my life, they were looked down upon. And when I left that environment, after spending a couple of years in Nigeria and went back to England, I looked down upon those people. But as I begin to understand myself through running, yoga, and meditation, and I begin to change my intellectual route, the moment I started to believe in the feminine God, my whole attitude changed, because I realized, like anyone else who I was raised, I was just, we were raised to lie to women, be disrespectful. And that's what we know. So when I begin to change my spiritual belief, that changed. Then the whole thing behind the vegan diet, that I even took it to another level. And studying, and I studied Buddhism, I studied Hinduism, read the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, the Mormon Bible, and I just wasn't interested in money anymore. I wanted to know why my culture is degraded so heavily. What is wrong with me being in this skin? Why can't I wear my clothes? So when I began to study, and especially when I stopped eating animals, I become truly who I was supposed to be. And when I stop being hateful towards myself, I see light in everybody. It doesn't, no matter what their culture. Because I am is a powerful being. When I begin to see the light in myself, I begin to see light in everybody. So I can literally, just be me. I'm feeling this flowers right here. And that's just the whole thing about this meditation and being vegan, because I realize who I am, as a being. And the running, I don't even know where that came from. To just want to come out and jog, I just know that it was the only thing that just makes sense to me, so I just did it. So it's been over 15 years now, veganism also. And I think the vegan thing also, I remember when I had my appendix removed, that's when I was first warned and I ignored it. But as it comes by, there's just something about the whole veganism, meditation, and yoga that just changed me. I can literally look at people right now and just say, well, my grandparents, they were Ifa people, Yoruba tradition, and without me feeling offended by what people think, I can literally say, oh yeah, we are Ifa people, yeah. I was raised in England. Yeah, so because of the takers terminology, some people call it voodoo, they say this, and I'm just okay with that, because everything we do is all about love. And because people use the word voodoo so much, that's the reason why I don't drink and I don't smoke. I left all that alone because I just look at it, as a Yoruba traditionalist. Anything that can make you sway your mind doesn't need to go into your body. That's just the way I look at it, whether it's food or some form of chemicals. So in the last 20 years, I never did something like that. And I saw that clarity. I don't drink no wine, no alcohol, don't smoke no weed, I don't take no drugs. I don't even take any pills. I don't take no medicine anymore. I don't even take, vitamins. I take nothing. My vitamins are just from me eating an apple and a carrot. That's all I do. And drinking water. Don't take no vitamins, none of that. My vitamins are the lemons. The limes that I put in my water every morning. And once I become that way, it is easy for me to respect everybody, to love everybody. Because I truly, truly, truly admire every single culture, every tradition, because I studied them. I live by their codes. I kid you not, when I studied the Marathon monks of China, you can Google this, the Marathon monks of China. Look at that beautiful, beautiful sky. Beautiful sky. Let me point the camera at me for a minute and let my bees just do its thing. When I studied the Marathon monks of China, I was just amazed how there's a certain spiritual thing that if they want to do, they have to run a certain miles before they get initiated. Because spirituality requires a lot of discipline. That's what I've known over the years. And I think over the years also, we've also turned it into a game, because we think it's all about how much money you have and reading a certain book. But it's deeper than that. It's a lot deeper than that. And what you're seeing out here me doing, this is 15 years in the making. It has cost me 38,000 miles. It has cost me family, friends, because when I lived among the Yorubas for a period of 6 years in my life, there's not a thing that they tell me that I haven't seen transpire. I wish I could speak my language a lot more better than this, but I'm okay for the little that I learn, because now I can still learn and continue to grow into it, But the whole thing behind the Yoruba tradition absolutely changed the way I think. So into respect of it all, and I'm just saying, before I turn around here, let me point the camera to the sky. I think I'm about to hit that 9-mile marker. And I'm talking from a real love and conscious level, and it is time as human beings for us to get to know one another, different people's cultures, and not be closed-minded. And that's the reason why we're having this coronavirus. That's what I call it, because for something that we cannot see, to shut the whole world down, that's amazing.
Time 2 hours.
27 minutes, 13 seconds.
As you can see, I've been there 4 minutes.
Pace, 62 minutes, 21 seconds per mile. Split pace, 60 minutes.
I'm even taking my time. Actually, let me turn around right now. I'm taking my time this morning. So I might be out here for maybe about 3 hours. It's gonna take me about 40 minutes. I'll be done, or so, if not more than that. So like I was saying, the whole thing with the Yoruba culture has really helped me in how I think, how I view life, and I really truly embrace it. I truly do. And once and what a lot of people have yet to realize also is Africans were always vegans. You can go and Google this also. We did not start eating meat until the colonial era. So to say this to even a lot of Africans, they probably look at me like I'm crazy. But that's why when you look at most African food, take away the meat, the chicken, they're all pure vegan. Africans have always been vegan. We just started eating meat in the last, how long? So we've always been vegan, and that's what people don't realize, and that's why a lot of people are, lactose intolerant or whatever they want to call it. So we've always been vegan. We did not start eating meat until the colonial era. We've always been vegan. So that being said, I'm a little behind this morning too, because I'm just dragging my feet, and just kind of just enjoying the moment. And then, I feel said about 9 miles, so right about now, I should be hitting 10 miles very soon. And I got 3 more miles to go. And I'm going to check back in before I'm done. But I just want to say to all the vegan family, to all the people who are thinking about going vegan, veganism is not, I want to stop eating meat. It's not about that. Veganism is, I want to get to know myself. Why do you want to become vegan? Why do you want to stop eating meat? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Because if you don't have a reason, all you're going to keep on doing is keep on relapsing. Because the question is, why do you want to become vegan? Is it necessary? Is it your journey? If it's not your journey, don't do it. You got to ask yourself those deep questions. Because when you ask yourself those deep questions, you have no room for any relapse, because I hear a lot of people talk about, I'm craving this. No, you got to ask yourself, are you vegan because somebody tells you to? Because it's just like religion too. Most people don't even know why they're Muslim or Christian. It's because grandmother was, great-grandmother was. So the question you got to ask yourself before you started on this vegan journey is, why do you want to become vegan? I'm gonna say one love, running behind, and Ashe.